Hi there, Judy here from Created Just For You Designs. I'm here with my last project as a guest designer for Tres Jolie Kit Club, and I'm working with the September Cards, Tags, and More kit. So I've got what I've got left from the kit here, and so I'm just going to get some things together here and see what I can come up with. I think I'm going to do a couple of cards with some fancy folds. So let's get started. Okay, so I'm going to start with a bridge card. So I'm going to take a piece of this heavyweight white cardstock that came from the kit, and I'm going to cut it down to 7 inches by 11 inches. So next we're going to take it and we're going to score it along the 11-inch side at 1.5, 3 inches, 8 inches, and 9.5 inches. And then we're going to take it and we're going to fold the ends back. And then we're going to score inner score lines this way. Not score, but fold the inner score lines this way. So this is what we've got. Let's see from the top view here this way. So that's how we're going to start. All right, so I decided I don't like this stark white card base here. So, because here's some of the things I'm bringing in that I'm going to use. And so what I've decided to do is take some gilding wax and apply that here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to do that on these edges here all the way around. And I'm just doing it, this is just a dry baby wipe, is what this is. And I'm just gonna do it on the edges. So when we're all done with that, I'll come back and then we'll start adding everything else. Okay, so I've got my gilding wax applied. And you see I just did it to the outside edges of each panel, except for these interior panels, I did the whole thing. So these are, it looks pretty ugly right now, but it's going to be covered up. So it will be pretty in the end, I promise. Anyway, so I've gone ahead and cut some other cardstock here. So I have this pretty burgundy cardstock in my stash, so I cut that to go here. And this right here, this panel measures 5 by 7 inches. So I cut this to 4 3/4 inches by 6 3/4 inches. And then I had this left over from, I think, a project I did last week. The other side's got some cut aparts, and I used that on the card I did. So I cut this to 4 inches. It's just a smidge under 4 inches by 6 inches. And then I cut a piece of this gold cardstock to mat it with, and it measures 6 1/8 inches by 4 1/8 inches. So this will go here. And then what we're going to do is I'm going to use one of these large toppers that came with the kit, and it's going to be our focal here. So we're going to attach all that like that. And then we're going to figure out what we're going to do on the sides over here. Now, I did go ahead and cut these pieces. These panels here measure 1.5 inches by 7 inches. So I cut these 2 burgundy pieces to 1.25 inches by 6 3/4 inches. So I was thinking I'm going to be putting this here, and then I'm going to figure out what to do from there. Okay, so I went ahead and attached these pieces, and I also attached these side pieces over here. So what I'm going to do now is take some foam tape and pop that back there. And I'm going to put it in the center, but up more toward the top, because we still have to put our bridge on. Since this is a bridge card, we've got to have something that holds these 2 end pieces together. So, there we go, we've got that. So, to do that, I found I had a perfect piece here left from this. It's 1 inch wide, 8 inches long, and that's exactly what we need to go across here to bridge this together, because this measures 8 inches. You got 1.5 inches here, 1.5 inches there. That's 3 inches plus your 5 inches across here. It's 8 inches. So that's what you want for your bridge. So what I'm going to do with this piece is I'm going to back it with this piece of gold, which measures 1.25 inches by 8 inches, and then I'll attach it here. And I'm going to come up just a little bit from the bottom. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And then what we're going to do is I pulled out these wooden embellishments that came with the kit. And I think I'm going to go ahead and try and apply the gilding wax to them. And then what I'll do is I'm going to put them up here. Okay, so I've got my bridge attached here. I put the bottom of it about 1/2 inch up from the bottom of the overall card and attached it there on both sides over here. Now, this makes it so that you can fold this flat and put in an envelope to mail. So just so you know that. So, all right, and then I also added my wooden embellishment over here that I added the gold gilding wax to. And then I've got the other one I'm going to put over here. So let's go ahead and do that. There we go. And then I went ahead and die cut a happy birthday sentiment that I think I'm going to go ahead and add right here. And then we might be done. I can't think of anything else that I really want to add, but we'll see. I'm going to go ahead and attach this happy birthday here and come back when that's all ready. Okay, glued my happy birthday on. And then I thought I had these white flowers left from last month's cards, tags, and more kit from 49 in Market. So I thought, well, might as well put them to use. So What I did is I just kind of lightly touched them to a pink ink pad just to give them a little color here. You got a little bit of pink in some of these roses here, so I thought I would do that. So I think I'm just going to add them over here on the side. So let's go ahead and do that. So I'm going to go ahead and attach these with a little bit of this low temp glue here. Ta-da! I think we're done. Here we go. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this second card started. So what I'm going to do this time around is a double Z fold card. So what I've done is I've taken a piece of this cardstock from the kit. I cut it down to 10 inches wide by 7 inches long. I scored it at 2.5 inches and 5 inches. I did a mountain fold and a valley fold. So we've got this, it forms a Z. And then this strip was left from the length. So it's 10 inches long, and it's about an 1.25 inches wide. And so this one will go this way. So it is scored at 5 and 7.5 inches. So that's the base for this card. Now I've pulled out these cut aparts because I want to use pretty pink flowers here. And then these cut aparts, I think I'm going to use this to coordinate with this. And then I've got this left from another card project that I'm going to incorporate with this here. So what this is what's left when I used one of the toppers here. So I think what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to cut this out like a frame, and I'm going to put it around this here. And you see I've got a little left down here, so I think what I'm going to do is incorporate this down there like this. And then I'm thinking I'm going to take some lace and put that there. And so this will go onto the front of our card. So let me go ahead and get some of this stuff cut apart, and then I'll come back and we'll get to work. Okay, so I've cut 3 pieces of pink cardstock that I'm going to mat onto the card base here. So I cut 2 pieces, 2.25 inches wide by 6 3/4 inches long. And I've already adhered one. I'm going to go ahead and put this one here. And then for the big panel back here, I cut a piece that measures 6 3/4 inches long and 4 3/4 inches wide. So we're going to go ahead and adhere those. All right. Now, I also took this cut apart, trimmed it down, and applied it to just a scrap base of white cardstock because I wanted to put it with this piece of pattern paper I had so that I can frame it with this piece that I trimmed from the topper, one of the topper pages. So I'm going to go ahead, and I think the first thing I'm going to do is attach. I want something here, so I think I'm going to attach a piece of this lace here, and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to go ahead and adhere the frame here, and then we'll trim it down. So, okay, the next thing we've got here is this this is a double Z fold card, remember. So this is the second Z fold here, this piece here that's going to go toward the bottom down here. So I've also gone ahead and cut some pink cardstock to put on it, and it's all 1/4 of an inch smaller all the way around. So this piece here measures 5 inches by 1 1/4 inches, so I cut this to 1 inch by 4 3/4 inches. So we're going to go ahead and apply that and just center it on here all the way around. Oops. And then these two pieces are 2 1/2 inches wide by 1 1/4 inches wide. So I cut 2 pieces that measure 2 1/4 inches by 1 inch. That will go here, like that. This folds this way, so this is going to go this way with the longer piece across the front, and then the 2 shorter pieces on the side over here. Okay, so that's what that looks like there. It'll fold flat like this, and then you set it up this way to display. All right, now to finish up, I cut this cut apart, and then I cut another one of these from a topper sheet. Actually, this was up here, so I thought it would be nice to frame that. I'm going to put it over here, and then I pulled this from this month's scrapbook kit, this set of creative cuts from Uniquely Creative came in the scrapbook kit. So I wanted to put a little sentiment on there, so I thought this would work. I die cut this gold circle to go behind it, and we're just going to stick it right down here. And then this piece will go centered here, like this. So I'm going to go ahead and glue this onto this, and then we'll put it here, and we'll place it in here so that when this is closed, you don't see it till you open it up. There. And I'm going to center it on this piece right here. There we go. There we are. That like that. And then I've glued this frame around this cut apart, and I've got some double-sided tape on it as well. So we'll take that off, and we'll just get that applied up in here. So I'm just going to get this far enough over so that when we close the card up, you won't see it till we open it up. Let's see. There we go. Go ahead and stick that down, and then the last piece is this full hello from that Creative Cuts and the scrapbook kit, and I'm just gonna stick that here. I've got it on this gold backing here, and I'm just gonna put that down with some glue kind of in the center here. Oh, there we go. That'll work just right there. So here's our completed double Z fold card. And then we've got the other card I did, the bridge card here. So that's it for me. This was my last project as a guest designer for Tres Jolie Kit Club. I want to say to Kim, thank you so much for having me. I enjoyed my time here and working with your products. I'll see all of you around. Thanks so much. Bye.